hoping and we are appealing to the American government and specifically President Donald Trump that as he chooses an ambassador for Kenya, because the position is vacant, to consider to give us an ambassador to Kenya of the same caliber and thinking and orientation as Smith Hempston, who came in to help the people of Kenya when they face similar circumstances of violation of human rights and the erosion of democracy. We'll be very happy if we could get an ambassador the caliber of Smith Hempston to come to Kenya and help us to restore our democracy and to restore
Gachagua arrested in the United States. It's an hashtag that is currently going viral in Kenya. It's trending at number 2 or number 3. And playing within numbers, number 1, number 2, and number 3. But what is the truth, or what are the basis of this hashtag that is currently shocking so many Kenyans, and more so the supporters of Rigathi Gachagua? The former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has been a man that has been on the verge of trying to seek the help from the United States in intervening on matters the Republic of Kenya, so that they will help in making sure that the 2027 general election is conducted free and fairly. Now, yesterday, Rigathi Gachagua publicized a long statement which was directed to the President of the United States, President Donald Trump. And not only that, he also called out some certain senators in the United States who are in support of Kenya becoming a non-NATO ally that is in some certain relationship with the United States, yet they are failing to look at the real issues that are currently affecting the Republic of Kenya. And I want to read this statement issued by Rigathi Gachagua, because this statement has borne some certain sentiments that are currently going viral in the Republic of Kenya, and which have also led to the hashtag Gachagua arrested in the United States. About 17 hours ago, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua in the United States wrote this message. The impunity in Kenya by Mr. William RUTO and his mafias reached Washington through the bill sponsored by Senator James Reed, chairman of the U.S. Foreign Relations. The bill seeks to review status of Kenya as a non-NATO major ally status conferred on June 24, 2024, based on the relationships of the government of Kenya and key official organizations, including the Rapid Support Forces and Al-Shabaab. Under Mr. William RUTO, Kenya has become a financial safe haven for individuals and entities on the Office of Foreign Assets Control, especially designated nationals and blocked individuals and entities based in some neighboring countries. Again, the use of the government of Kenya of USA security assistance and intelligence system and sharing including potential impacts on state and non-state sponsored actions against civilians to abduct, torture, rendition, and cause violence against civilians. Mr. RUTO, we warned you on Sudan's Rapid Support Service, RSF, and Al-Shabaab. We asked you to bar international crooks and foreign terrorist organizations and individuals from Kenya. Mr. RUTO, Kenyans asked you to stop extrajudicial killings, unnecessary force and violence against civilians using state-sponsored militia, police brutality, forced abductions and disappearance, illegal detentions and blatant abuse of human rights. Within 90 to 180 days, within which the Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense, and Director of U.S. National Intelligence will report back to the U.S. Senate, I call on Kenyans to heighten advocacy to the international community on the hills that are happening in the country until we have the Kenya we want. We will not sit pretty and we will not sit pretty and watch our country slip into anarchy, cynicism, and dictatorship. Kenya stand to lose big in defense and security strategic partnership in research, security training, defense, military support, regional security roles with the United States of America, and enhanced bilateral relations. Mr. William Ruto must answer to the people of Kenya and take full responsibility for shaming our beloved country, Kenya. That is a message that was issued by the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua yesterday, and it's a message that has triggered an uproar on social media, with the government of Kenya currently launching a counterattack against Rigathi Gachagua and allies, more so when it comes to matters the United States. We are being told that William Ruto and the country at large is facing a very, very, very major crisis due to a certain bill that has been moved to the Senate in the United States, and this bill is seeking to revoke the status of Kenya, which was conferred upon Kenya on 24th of June 2024 as a major non-NATO ally. Being a major non-NATO ally, Kenya for the last 1 year has enjoyed benefits of non-NATO allies, which these are countries like the United States, China, the G7 at large. Now Kenya has been considered several times as a major non-NATO ally since the administration of Joe Biden. Now, that status, it's the verge of being revoked, and we are going to lose some certain credibility, some certain advantages that we have as a country due to this status that we enjoy as a major non-NATO ally. And once we lose this relationship or this status that was conferred upon us, as a country, we are going to face major crises against the United States. The tax tariff that President Donald Trump has been imposing on several countries within Africa will also befall the people of the Republic of Kenya. The said banning of individuals from certain countries to travel to the United States might also befall the Republic of Kenya. The reason being, United States takes issues concerning human rights very, very, very seriously. And when it comes to Kenya, the matters of human rights, President William Ruto has turned it into a joke. And that is why Rigathi Gachagua has insisted more so on forced abduction, extrajudicial killings, and anarchy, where young people are being killed and being forced into disappearance through abduction by the state, yet Kenya has a constitution that similarly borrows about 90% of it from the United States. So the Senate in the United States is moving to revoke the status of Kenya on the basis that the government of Kenya has not, met the criteria to be considered a non-NATO ally, a major non-NATO ally. Remember, another thing that is forcing this thing to happen is because of the war that is currently ongoing in Sudan. The war in Sudan, it has been speculated that even the United Nations has pointed out at President William Ruto to become answerable for supplying weaponry or supplying weapons to the militia, the RSF, the rapid whatever. Is the Ruto's relationship with General Emedit of Sudan. And that country in Sudan, Kids are dying, women are dying, people are dying, the country is being sunk into a deep hole because of the support that Sudan is receiving from the president of Kenya, President William Ruto. Through, it's an exchange. Ruto and Emedit are in a transaction. Emedit supplies Ruto with gold, and Ruto supplies Emedit with weapons. That is what Gachagua has been saying. And more so, he has also pointed out that the United States also believes that William Ruto is in cahoots with the Al-Shabaab. Now, apart from that, allow me now to go to the counter plan that has been launched by President William Ruto's ally on platform X, and hashtag Gachagua arrested in the United States is what has shocked a lot of people all over the country right now. And I want you I want us to look at these and read the reactions that Kenyans are giving in matters this. The bloggers from the state have been deployed. Their main aim is to destroy the reputation of Rigathi Gachagua. And I mean, try to showcase that Rigathi Gachagua has been arrested in the United States. Right now, updates are coming in from every corner saying that Rigathi Gachagua has been arrested in the United States. A lot of graphics are being posted. They have done everything. I mean, they are even creating counter stories purporting that these are stories that have been publicized by every media houses in the Republic of Kenya, saying that Rigathi Gachagua has been arrested in the United States. Omond Nyang'ala says Rigathi has been arrested in the United States. The charges are serious, the implications far-reaching. This is no longer a Kenyan issue, it's an international issue. That is one. Another one here is Tondola Senior saying habari kutoka Marekani, Rigathi Gachagua arrested in the United States. Justice without borders, chaos ends in chains. Hayo ndiyo maneno ambayo wanayatredisha kwa sasa aswa katika mitandao ya kijamii. Nikitazama mwingine hapa ni nani? They are saying that chaos ends in chains. Mkenya anasema from looting public office to inciting tribal hatred, Gachagwa's resume is a manual on how to wreck a nation, but in a country where justice doesn't fear political noise, his ego collapsed into a criminal case file. Wadau, ni kati ya mambo ambayo yanaendelea kutrade, but I tell you, dealing with Rigathi Gachagua in a counter a campaign, a smear campaign of Rigathi Gachagua. This is a man that has always told you that I have nothing to lose, Mr. President. I am ready for everything. Take me into custody. Allow your bloggers, the Itumbi battalion, to do whatever they always do. Let them smear me. Let them abuse me. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let you go scot-free. Yes. Wadau, ndicho kisa ambacho kinaendelea. But the relationship between Kenya and the United States is at the verge of collapsing. And President William Ruto should act on these very quickly. For now, that's what's up. Make sure you subscribe to the Kenyan Daily Report. And this is the Kenyan Daily Report.